Hello, you lovely people. Tis I, Kate Spencer, about the energy in March 2021. I'm going to pull some cards from my new card deck. Aren't they gorgeous? You can find out more about me and also more about how to get these cards on the links below. So check that out. And I thought I'd give us a little bit of a cosmic heads up for March. So let's have a look, and we'll shuffle these cards with the intention of drawing some to see what we can expect in March. Now, I'm probably going to draw 4 cards, so I'm setting that intention right at the outset. So we look at week 1, week 2, week 3 and week 4 of March. And I'm holding that intention to the universe right now. Nearly got a jumper there. So hold the front page, and remember that this is a general reading, so some of it may relate to your situation, some may not. Always take what you need, and remember that you always have free will and that you are your own best expert. So they feel about ready to me. I'll give them a little bit more. Hold on. Right, okay, so we're going to go with week 1 first. Let's see what the card is. So week 1 is leap of faith. So what does this mean to you? What are you being encouraged to go all in on? What are you being encouraged to change? Have you got a little nudge from the universe? There's something happening in your world where the universe is moving you in a particular direction. Are you seeing signs and synchronicity stacking up? And are you ready to take a step forwards? Now, yes, this is a leap of faith, but also there is a message here about measured decisions and about you weighing stuff up and exercising some discernment before you move forward. So this final leap of faith comes at the end of a process of you weighing things up, thinking about things consciously and getting all of the information that you need in order to take that final leap. You wouldn't just run and take a leap randomly. It feels like there's been a build up to this. So what is it in your life that you're being encouraged to change, that you've had a build up towards, that you're being perhaps steered in a different lane with? This card is saying that once you've taken those steps to weigh everything up, once you've exercised that discernment, then it's time to take action, and it's time to put it into action, take those steps that you need in order to move forwards, and the universe will support you. So look out for that in week 1, leap of faith. Let's see what week 2. Da-da! Victory! So this card is about the long and arduous climb up the mountain that we all feel that we've had, and getting to the top, and finally the clouds are parting and the sun is bright. So it's about a victorious outcome. It's about a good outcome occurring for you. And if you're pushing and pushing and climbing and climbing and trying to build something, this is a really, really fortunate card. It's a card of great encouragement, and it's a card of hope, and a card that will encourage you to keep going and keep going on the journey. Now, I want to say that when you're climbing up the mountain, you sometimes can't see the top, and you don't know how far you've got left to go. But this card is telling us that we've got to dig in, we've got to keep going, and we've got to exercise that resilience, that courage and that spirit, because before long the flag will be flying free on the top of that mountain. So this feels like a card of overcoming obstacles for me, of overcoming challenges, and of good times. Confirmation and validation as well are words that I want to bring in. And I want again to talk about the clouds that are parting in order for us to see the sun. So that is week 2. Feels very, very positive. If you've seen my energy forecast, you will know that around the end of week 2 we are going to start feeling super sensitive because of the new moon, and that we need to improve our self-care. So please bear that in mind also. The third card, so week 3, is the Star. That is an absolutely beautiful card, isn't it? And the Star is all about luck, it's about fortune, it's about shining bright. And part of the energy in March is about us letting go of what does not serve us, letting go of what weighs us down. And this card very much reminds me of our multidimensional nature, and of the fact that we are souls having a human experience. but that we can tune into that multidimensional nature, and we can bring all of us into the now time in order to manifest a life that we want. And it's also about authenticity, and it's about being able to show up as you are, being able to shine your light. And remember that when you do shine your light, sometimes that assists other people too, because there are people in our world that might need a sign from us, might need an example, or may just need to be in the energy vibration of authenticity and love and connection, especially at the moment. So shine like the star that you are is the message for week 3. And week 4, oh look, it's giving and receiving. So this is about the flow. It's about staying in the energy of fair exchange. You can see there that there is growth and there is blossoming when there is an energy of flow. And this isn't just growth and blossoming in terms of finance. It can be in terms of any kind of energy at all. So it can be time, it can be love, it can be patience, it can be compassion, empathy, it can be material stuff as well. But it doesn't just have to be the energy of money, because often when we think of flow, we think of giving and receiving in terms of money, but it's other kinds of energy too, because money is simply energy. So giving and receiving is the final message for the end of March. And this ties in really nicely with the full moon that we've got in March, right at the end. And the energy of that full moon, it's called the worm moon, which sounds a bit, but actually when you think about it, it's about the soil warming up, and it's about the natural world coming back to life after a period of hibernation, after winter. And there are lots of references in this card to growth, to blossoming, and to things coming to fruition, or certainly growing in that direction. And that's a lovely metaphor, because as we move into the end of March, we close off winter and we begin spring, which is all about rebirth and opportunities. And if you've seen my energy forecast for March, you'll know that there was a lot in there about planting seeds for the future and about allowing ourselves to shed what does not serve us in order to feel lighter and to be able to move into that growth space, that evolution, that transition, so that as we come to the end of March, we're like little shoots coming through the earth, coming through the darkness into the light, and entering that growth phase as we move into the next few months of the year. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe, and please share. Also, let me know what you think in the comments, whether this resonates with you or not. And I hope to see you soon. Lots of love from me, and have a lovely month in March. I'm wishing you happiness, peace, abundance, love, connection, and all things good. Okay, goodbye for now.